everybody, I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan2010. I'm on Xbox Live, and it's that time again for a WWE pay-per-view predictions, and this time it is the Elimination Chamber! Yes! As Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy face each other in a matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and if you haven't watched me before, you know how this works. It goes on saying and who I think is going to win and who I want to win. Who I think is going to win is basically who WWE has picked to booked to win the match, and who I want to win is my own personal favourite person who I think should win the match. Oh, who I want to win, sorry. But, yeah, the first match on this card, and there are only fucking 4 matches on this card. Unless there's gonna be a kickoff show match that hasn't been announced yet that we're gonna see earlier on the kickoff show match, in which I probably will watch. Got it, we'll watch. Then this is gonna be a shit pay-per-view. Unless they pull it out the bag with the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match, which I'll get to that. But we have the person that won the Elimination Chamber last year and became the WWE Champion, facing former United States Champion and Tag Team Champion, Woken Matt Hardy. Yes! Who do I think is going to win? Bray Wyatt. Who do I want to win? The Woken Matt Hardy, yes! So, yeah, I don't know what to think about this match. This rivalry's been going on for ages. Throughout the first when he became Woken, when Bray Wyatt beat him on Raw several weeks back. And then now he's facing him into a singles match in the Elimination Chamber, even though he's never been able to put up a victory against Bray Wyatt since this rivalry has begun. So yeah, I don't think that this match will work as much as be as exciting as people want it to be, because the woken, broken character of Matt Hardy is actually starting to die down, just the way I thought it would do. Because I actually predicted that even if they finally get the broken character into Matt Hardy, but due to the legal reasons, which they did win, they've already started to create this woken Matt Hardy, and they should have kept him unbroken until this point when they won the broken thing. So maybe they could have built it up a bit, but it's too late now. It's already been done, and people were good and funny. Yeah, it's woken Matt Hardy when he first saw him, but now they're like, oh yeah, it's just Matt Hardy being broken again. After coming back to the Hardys and yeah, he's now deleting that history out of WWE. Will he delete Bray Wyatt out of Elimination Chamber? I hope so. But we'll have to find out, as I'm going to go on to the next match. Just as the official Raw contract signing of Ronda Rousey, and nothing ever good comes out of a contract signing. So my predictions here is how I think it will go and how I want it to go. So how do I think? Ronda Rousey will be interrupted by somebody that, whether that'll be someone like Asuka or someone that they're gonna have the match at WrestleMania, and it's gonna lead to the WrestleMania match between Ronda Rousey and whoever she's facing at WrestleMania. What I want to see happen is Ronda Rousey to announce that she's gonna be in the Elimination Chamber match later on. Or she'll be proclaimed as the 7th person to enter the Elimination Chamber woman in the Women's Elimination Chamber match, make it the first time ever Women's Elimination Chamber with 7 women instead of the usual 6, considering that they're promoting 7 men, so they'll make it equal, so that there's 7 women in the Elimination Chamber and there's 7 men in the Elimination Chamber, which comes to and I will get back to Ronda Rousey if that does happen later on. But for now, next moment, well, this match is gonna be very interesting. As the stakes are high, but this is what happened. This match is Nia Jax versus Asuka. If Nia Jax wins, she'll defeat Asuka's winning streak, which for the likes of me will be the worst scenario to ever happen. And then she'll be added to the main event women's match for the Raw Women's Championship to face Asuka, and she'll be added to the Raw Women's Championship match, which, technically speaking, Asuka has still yet to decide who she's facing at WrestleMania. So, if she decides to face Charlotte instead of Alexa Bliss, which, spoiler alert, isn't gonna happen, then it'll be Charlotte versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Nia Jax will end up facing Alexa Bliss. But if Asuka wins this match, then Nia Jax won't be in the championship match anyway. So here's the thing: are they gonna do a little? She's no longer, because they said Nia Jax has to win to face Alexa Bliss and Asuka at WrestleMania to go there. But does that necessarily mean, technically, will she win fairly? Like, will it be one of those situations where Nia Jax wins by countout? Therefore, technically speaking, put in Asuka's undefeated streak to a loss, but at the same time, then they can claim that she's not been pinned. Oh no, she hasn't been pinned. She's had a loss. A bit like, I don't know, sounds like someone else used to have a undefeated streak in WWE, and not Goldberg, and not Undertaker. I'm on about Rusev. I mean, like, from when they debuted to the point where they had him as this big monster heel that was going for everybody, and then lost to John Cena cleanly. So, but then before he lost to John Cena cleanly, they had him lose by countout and got eliminated from Battle Royals. So they said, he may not be undefeated anymore, but he is. He's not been pinned or made submitted yet. So will they do that? And with that being said, that's why I think Nia Jax is going to win, but it won't be making her tap out or by pinfall. It'll be by countout or disqualification, keeping Asuka's undefeated streak technically intact. Asuka, I want her to see her win this match, otherwise it just wouldn't make any sense. And the WrestleMania can go as planned, where Alexa Bliss takes on Asuka, Charlotte takes on Ronda Rousey, and that's the end of that. Even though if Ronda Rousey is now the Raw contract. So, does this mean they're going to switch places? And Asuka will face Charlotte? Well, we have no fucking clue. I don't want to see a squash match at WrestleMania where Asuka beats Alexa Bliss in like a matter of moments after having the title for so long. Okay, speaking of Alexa Bliss and the Raw Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship is going to be defended in the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber match. And as I said earlier, before this match will be the Ronda Rousey Raw Championship signing. And if they would like to go and make it the same as the men's matches, I would hope that they make it a 7 women's match, but Ronda Rousey in there, considering that she's used to fighting in cages anyway. And if that was to happen, my bankings, no offense, no pun intended to such banks, that there are 2 I thinks here. There's the one for my I think if it was to be a 7 women's matchup, it'll go to Ronda Rousey. But if it stays the same, then I think it'll be Alexa Bliss. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Alexa Bliss is gonna heal onto that title, lose it to Asuka at WrestleMania in a matter of seconds. Who do I want to win? I actually want Sasha Banks to win. Because Asuka versus Sasha Banks is a lot more better than Asuka versus Alexa Bliss ending in seconds. Just my opinion. Well, with that being said, there is another one. If I'm going to make an order of elimination and an order of entry. Last woman out will be Alexa Bliss. First woman, 2 women in the matchup will be Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. They will probably have a couple of bits where they fight, but I don't think they won't fight, and they'll just wait for the next woman to enter, and that will be Bayley. Then it'll be Mickie James, and then it'll be Alexa Bliss. That's just my opinion of the order, but in the order that it gets eliminated, Mandy Rose first, then Sonya Deville, then Mickie James, then Bayley, then if it's going on to who I think, it'll be then Sasha Banks. But if this is who I want, then it'll be Alexa Bliss. Or Alexa Bliss will be the first one to go. But the first one to come in, the last one to come in, first one to go, guaranteed new champion. Maybe. No, I'm going on to the next match anyway. And speaking of Elimination Chambers, the first ever 7-man Elimination Chamber matchup. There are 4 predictions here that I'm going to make. Who I think is going to win. Who I think, how the way I think it's going to go and get eliminations. Who I want to win and who I want to come out. And obviously there are some that we already know. And there are some that it's just very hard for me to pick. Who do I think is going to win in the... Well, if I'm going to pick smart, then I'm going to say Roman Reigns. Who do I want? Braun fucking Strowman! Now, who's going to be the first 3 in? Who do I think? Who do I want? Who do I think? It'll be... Obviously, The Miz is one of them. I think it'll be Finn Balor. And I think it'll be Seth Rollins. Who do I want it to be? I want it to be Finn Balor, like I said before, The Miz, and Braun Strowman. So that Braun Strowman can beat up those 3, and, out to come out after that, in order from the top, who I think that's the last 4, obviously, the last person to come out is going to be Elias. But before him, and we're back, and, as I was saying, I said that, also that Elias will be definitely outmasked, and The Miz is going to be one of the 3 people to start the match. Well, as I was saying, now, these are the people that I think was going to 4 people, so we're going to have The Miz to be the person to start the match. I already said that. Finn Balor, I said was going to start the match. Braun Strowman, I said was going to start the match. Elias is going to be the last one out, because we know that. Before him, I said I think it's going to be John Cena. To come out second from last will be Roman Reigns, and third from last will be, will be technically the second person to come into the match, will be Seth Rollins. As I said, I think it'll be Roman Reigns that wins the match, but I would like to see Braun Strowman win, and not just win, but fucking destroy everybody. If they don't make him the monster in this match and chuck people against the cage door, the cage itself, the outside, through the pods, fucking lawn darting them halfway across the ring, power slamming everybody, being that monster that he should be, and hell, here's the eliminations they all go. Braun Strowman eliminates The Miz. Braun Strowman eliminates Finn Balor. Braun Strowman fights up against Roman and John Cena and Seth Rollins. And Finn Balor goes through them a bit. Finn Balor's gone, I'm sorry. Braun Strowman then finally fucking destroys John Cena so much he can't get up. He can't get up. Then he eliminates Seth Rollins. Then it's down to the Braun Strowman, John Cena, and Roman Reigns, and Elias is the last one to come out. He stays in his pod, and then so he's like, heck, I would love to see Elias playing the guitar throughout the entire match while he's in the pod. Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna win this chamber, and because I'm gonna be the last one out, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna be out of sight, because I'm gonna win this chamber tonight. And he's annoying everybody in the crowd and everybody in the match, and Braun Strowman gets so fucking frustrated of that he chucks somebody at the pod and practically makes it explode, and is just forced to come into the match early. Then gets eliminated. That's what I think to see happen. Then it'll come between Roman and Braun. Roman will take out Braun and win the match, but when I was to say I want Braun to win, he reverses the spear, wins, and goes on to WrestleMania to take on Brock Lesnar and win the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. That is my predictions for this Elimination Chamber. Personally, it might end up being like a 3.5 star pay-per-view in my books, because there's only 4 matches plus Ronda Rousey's debut. Not debut, but contract signing. Unless something really good happens there, and sets up the match between her and whoever she's meant to be facing at WrestleMania, then I just can't see it. I just can't see why she's there. Everyone was so pumped up about it. Now I'm not too sure. Do we really want someone from outside of wrestling to win the WWE Championship? And no, Brock Lesnar does not count, because he was in wrestling before he went to UFC. So, I've always been skeptical of celebrity appearances that take part in matches, and even interfering in matches like last year with that American footballer interfering in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And I'm gonna say, only apart from Roman Reigns and possibly even John Cena, which I honestly believe that if he was to lose this Elimination Chamber, they might have him win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. I've got plenty of time left for the second part of this recording, this is why I'm talking about a little bit about WrestleMania. But hey, maybe John Cena will win the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. Who do you think is going to win the Elimination Chamber? Let me know in the comment section below. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and even give me a thumbs up if you want to. Or maybe if you didn't like these predictions and don't agree with me, then give me a thumbs down. I'm happy either way, and as long as you watch this video, that's all that matters to me. I'm Danrvdtree2000, also known as Dan2x10 on Xbox Live, saying, and I will see you at the Elimination Chamber reactions! And until then, bye-bye! Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.